week for full moon. This is a full moon reading. Wow, wow, wow. Do you feel it? Do you feel the energy of the strong moon that's coming up? We're here for my van, traveling again. Um, Going on my way to Bratislava. So next week the reading is coming from Bratislava. I hope I can show you some views there. There's a healing workshop. So if you are in Slovakia and Bratislava and you want to have healing sessions or, join a healing workshop, contact Avalon Magic in Bratislava. So hi Noro, hi Mirchi. I know you're always watching. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, let's see what's going on. I'm going a little bit closer to the camera so I can put my cards down. Okay, what's going on in the divine masculine mind space? Balance. He wants to have balance. He wants to have the fire and the water within himself in the situation with his twin flame. He feels that it is balanced out, that there is no interruption of anything. It's just the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. There is no competition. There is no what you feel sometimes. Sometimes you feel that there is this energy of the, how do I explain this? It's an emotion. It's the ego. It's the control that wants to stand above someone else, and that's totally gone because I feel the feminine side of the masculine won't allow this anymore, because his emotions, he knows that he needs to speak his emotions, otherwise his ego is taking over. So when his ego is taking over, then there is a disbalance within himself. So now he's feeling that this the divine feminine energy, that soft, that kindness, that authenticity, that love, that compassion, the eager to work with the feminine within. He loves his feminine more than just his ego. Let's say it that way. So it's in balance, and when that's in balance, everything starts to develop. There are multiple options in his life. Options, I mean, with options, it's like could be work related, could be project that is what he is doing. Wow. Okay, get that energy out. Yeah, and that's really interesting to see how he is how he's getting this in balance. And I also see this star on his forehead is getting activated more and more, not just with the energy of how do you call it, of the mind, but it's the star energy. It's almost, star energy is almost connected with the star beings, with the star energy. Okay, and I see that he wants to talk about it because he has the throat chakra triangle um, is opening. He wants to open and he wants to speak about it. I have also a feeling his wings are returning. You know, it was a time, it's almost like somebody, you know, snapped his wings off and his wings are coming back. that's and that's because of there was a judgment from the universe that said, okay, you have to change your life. Otherwise, if you don't change your life, it's, you know, you will have this stagnation constantly in your life, and that's changing. Okay, what's in his heart space? What's in the divine masculine's heart space? Well, yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. What's flipping? What's in? Wow. What's in the divine masculine's heart space? Wow. Balance again. Balance again. You know, because he knows when he's out of balance, you know, those ships are passing by again and again. So he is holding that balance also in the material realm. There needs to be balance in the material realm, because if you overspend, you know, this would go down and this would go up, and then you're in a limbo again, and then you have to work harder to fill it all up. So give yourself time, you know, to keep yourself in balance. And I also feel that um, the energy of the emotions that is interrupting, but he's not speaking it, and that's the problem. If you don't speak your emotions, you're going out of balance, because um, there will be coming up that kind of resentment within yourself, because it's building, 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 and then it needs to explode. It needs to get out, and then it probably explodes. But now he is in this energy, you know, because of the throat chakra is opened. He can talk about his feelings, how he feels, um, how things are, um, and it's not about, it's not in a sneaky way, you know, it's not in a sneaky way, it's very genuine. You feel it's very genuine. And when that feeling is very genuine, and because you know, when, you know, it's off when you feel it, you know, and you give yourself and you give a meaning to it, you know, then it's your perceiving, how you perceive it. But he's coming from a real genuine place of his way of thinking, of his way of feeling things. And if he is feeling things that is in pain, still in pain, he will project it onto you. And it's up to you how to deal with that. You know, it could be that it is that you say, oh, well, you know, that's not really nice. But that's the mirror, you know, that's the mirror that is beholding you, because you're taking it on. And if you don't take it on, and see it as as their emotions, their reflections, then you can keep the balance within yourself, but also in someone else. Okay, so that's really beautiful. So let's see how he sees the divine feminine. Wow. As the lover, they are lovers, and it could be that it's his divine counterpart. So that's how he sees the divine feminine you know, that she is his lover, his counterpart, his feminine. And he probably didn't realize because he was too busy to meet other things. But now, you know, when you're leveling up, and with the divine feminine did a tremendous work on herself, really a lot of work on herself the last 2 3 years. She was going through hell and back, and she fought off her demons. I also see that she always has the best for her divine masculine. If her divine masculine is, you know, happy, you know, she will be happy for him. You know, even if he wouldn't be in her life, she will still give him the love and the energy for him to grow. There is no spitefulness in her system. You know, it's what I feel. There was a huge transformation going on, I think, the last year in the divine feminine. And divine feminine looked really deep into her emotions, in her shadow side, in everything. And that's what the divine masculine sees. That divine feminine, her love was always there, but because of um, her attachment to pain, uh, kept everything out of balance. Her attachment to the pain and from the past was keeping her out of balance. And he's seeing now that she developed that much that almost nothing can, you know, can get her down in her energy. That he sees her now as her lover. You know, he sees the divine feminine as his counterpart. And he starts to realize, you know, that those soul connections are still there. You know, probably if you were in separation with your divine counterpart, if you were in separation with your divine masculine, you know, those souls were always connected. And those souls are always connected. And he probably starts to realize now, because of the separation, because of the distance, that divine feminine is his counterpart, you know, and that he starts to realize what the twin flame journey is, as he probably didn't think about it, stand still about it, and yeah, it was different than he thought. It's not just a fling, or it's not just infatuation, or, you know, divine feminine knew way before, you know, that this was a twin flame journey. And she probably waited for him for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. That's what I feel. It was a very very deep journey for the divine feminine. It was when he went back to his own country, at the time that they met. That's what I hear. um, when he went back to his country, when they met, she already knew that he was her twin flame. She knew it. And probably he was in a relationship, or, you know, of another kind, or already connected with someone, and she just let it go. And after 5 years, there's this connection, and she knows that she can give unconditional to him. And he knows. Now he realized that, you know, he never knew that she was waiting for him. And Now he knows. Now he knows because of the soul connection of both of them. Okay, let's see what's going on with the divine feminine in her mind space. She's free. She's independent. She is. She is stable. She knows how to support herself on all levels, you know, and that's the case what I said with the divine masculine reading, you know. She doesn't need the masculine. She wants her twin flame. She just wants her twin flame in her life, and that only can happen when there is transformation. And this huge transformation happened. You know, it could be that the divine masculine still has some connections, loving connections outside, um, beside the divine feminine, behind her twin flame. And she said, you know, that's up to him, you know. Everything, she said, everything what he's doing is not about me. It's not about him. It's about his connection to God, his connection to source, to the goddess. You know, if he says, okay, you know, I just fool around, and you know, then he will receive that energy, you know. So I also hear divine feminine. Okay, thank you, thank you. Divine feminine. Be aware. Be aware of clones. And clones means that they're copying your life because they see you're abundant, they see you're doing well, and I don't have a feeling that's a divine masculine. So be aware of this. It could be a karmic partner. It could be someone you're meeting in your life that they want to take over your life because they see you're abundant, you're doing great, you know, you're doing all these things. And it's an energy behind it. It's not the masculine itself. It's an energy behind it that always take over somebody else's life. It's, I don't know if it's they want to be someone, they see someone and they are copying their lives. And when they copying their lives, you know, because they can't do it on their own, they need a copy. They need a copy. Those are the copycats, right? Thank you, thank you. And those copycats probably give you the information, or the energy behind it is giving you the information that you have to do whatever they do, to copy their lives, to create. And that's the devil energy, right? That's to create animosity, or to create jealousy, to get you out of balance. You know, when you see this and you see this happening in your life, that they say, oh, okay, they're doing this, taking over, doing this, they can do blah, 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 blah. You see it. You see it. And but don't blame the divine masculine or the person behind it. You know, don't blame them for it, because they don't know better, because it's the entity that is behind it. You know, it's a behavior of coming from lack, you know, and you can't blame them for that. That's just between them and the god, you know, and the goddess, whatever source it is where they believe in. You know, even if it's the devil, then it's between them and the devil. and that game is being played out. But you know, if you don't believe in anything, if you don't have any attachment to what another person says, then you also don't have to take it on. So that's a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. So know this, you know, divine feminine, because you're in this totally abundant state. You know, you're creating love on your path, people on your path that's connecting with your soul, that you feel them. You really feel them in your soul. And those people are your is your soul family, you know. But yeah, as so keep yourself independent, keep yourself in that energy of being strong, of being connected with your heart, and your heart will tell everything. And if they try to provoke you, you know, there's always people that try to provoke you, you know, then your ego is kicking in. Then just breathe and go to that heart space. Go to that, push yourself to that silent space in within yourself, to that silent space within yourself. And breathe it through. That's the only thing you need to do. And then, you know, it resolve out of itself. So it's a beautiful space to be in. It's a beautiful space to be in. And yeah, and sometimes there are coming emotions, you know, there come emotion, you feel those emotions and you feel, let it go. You know, it's just an emotion that needs to be cleared. You know, it could be a happy memory. You know, sometimes when you don't realize something for a long time, you know, and then you get confronted with that memory that was happy. Wow, that can raise that emotion again. And that's the beauty of it all. That's the beauty of it all, you know, because it means there was joy, there was happiness, there was fun. And maybe it's from from a few weeks ago, maybe it's from way back, but let it go, you know, let it release, and it's perfectly fine to release it. Okay, let's see what's in the divine feminine's heart space, because she is in a beautiful space to be, and she has that freedom, she has that freedom within her. Beautiful. In her heart space, communication, the queen of communication. She communicates her heart. She communicates what is in her emotions. She's not afraid of failure. She's not afraid of, and she is truth. It's speaking the truth from your heart. And because she knows the truth will set you free. And in her heart space, she probably explains to her divine masculine how she feels and how she felt. And maybe she has to think, okay, you know, I have to readjust a bit. I have to readjust what the relationship is about. I have to shift things within myself, how I perceive things and how I see things. And she only, even if it hurts, you know, it's I feel into this, but it's a really strange energy that she is so mature that she, even if there is if things don't go her way she wanted, she can shift it and transform it and still be in that zone with that person, you know, as being friends, as being loving, as being kind, and without attachment. You know, she let go, and it's she's not attached to that emotion towards the divine masculine. There is this energy field, you know, from two souls. There's this energy field that connects them together, but she's not needing him, you know, when he wants to go, you know, and holding him tight. And you know, if there's something else going on, you need to be with me, you need to be with me, you need to be with me, and he is just, you know, running towards that, and she is holding it because she wants that attention, she needs that attention, and she can't let it go. He will go. But that's because of the communication with the divine masculine, with the divine feminine. She's not holding on. She is not holding on to the masculine. She's letting him go. She knows her journey. She knows her path. She has her own things to do. She has her creativity. She has her friends. You know, she has many projects in her life that she is attending, and she is enjoying life. And that's the main thing, enjoying her life. And that's coming from the heart space. And that's what she expresses towards the divine masculine. Okay. So what will support, how she sees the divine masculine. How does she see the divine masculine? She sees the divine masculine as the 10 of Cups, the family together, building this family together, building this, filling up all his cups, you know, not just one, you know, not just filling up his own cup and need the attention, you know. No, he's filling up all his cups, you know, all what he wants in his life. And he's building it for the family. He's building it to create that family. So it could be, that's really because this is how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine as her counterpart, and the divine feminine sees her, you know, sees him as, you know, as a part of her family. So it's really, really beautiful. So he is building and building and building to create a family with her, you know, to create this family with her, coming together, being one again. Sabrina. No, Sabrina, I'm not doing free readings. This is a twin flame reading, honey. So this is what is going on for the divine masculine at the moment. So he wants his family together. The free readings will be next week, okay? And then probably on Facebook. Okay. So, but welcome to my YouTube channel, Sabrina. I hope you can enjoy this this reading because it's for the collective. What's going on in the collective at the moment? Okay, what will support the divine masculine to offer his cup of love, to fill up his own cup, not just only keep that cup for himself, but sharing that cup with everyone, you know, not just holding on and just being in the receiving mode. It's also about giving. And that's so beautiful about the divine masculine. You know, divine feminine and Mother Earth, if you see it as Mother Earth, the goddess is always giving and supporting the people that are living on her earth. and divine feminine is also giving, giving, giving. And it's not about, you know, it's not, she's almost not asking for something to receive. And now the divine masculine is coming in and saying, okay, you give me, I will give you, you know, because you gave so much. You gave so much of your love. You gave so much of your attention towards me. You're so generous, you know. I want to be that generous to you. So, and then it's up to the divine feminine if she is able to receive, you know, because and that's what the feminine energy needs to learn to receive, because she is giving, 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 and they emptying her land. They're emptying her world. They taking and taking and taking from the world, but they're not giving back to the earth, you know, and to the world. So that's what the divine masculine is changing now. He is giving back to the earth. He's giving back to his goddess. He's giving back to the feminine, you know, what she deserves. And that's what he sees, you know. I have this overflow in my cup, so I can share, you know, I can share it with you. It's not about the taking, it's about the giving, you know. Okay, let's see, that's a beautiful energy. And he's giving out of his heart, out of his emotion, not because he needs to, you know. It's demanding of him, or, you know. No. I hear, oh, no, I'm not going to, no, I'm not going to say that. No, that's not what I need to tell out of here. Yeah. Okay. I think it was just a personal message. Okay. That's what supports the divine masculine, you know, the giving, not just taking and from the feminine, but also giving back. So how does he sees the relationship with the twin flame? There's a fight going on, you know. There's a fight going on, and they're push and pull, and there are two people pulling, and that's probably what he feels, that two people are fighting over him, or two people fighting each other, or the divine masculine and divine feminine fighting each other. And that's the ego. It's not going on, and he's afraid of that, you know. He's afraid that all will happen again, that, you know, the past there were fighting, but that was from the last few years. I hear last few years were really in this fighting energy constantly, you know, because and actually, because with the wands, you know, because that wand, this wand, if you see it as divine masculine, you know, that energy loved it. That energy loved it, that this push and pull and the fighting going on, that was supporting his ego, you know. It was like, oh wow, fighting here. Let's see who can win. I will always win. That's what the divine masculine sees about his relationship. He wants to win. And but then there is arrogance coming in, and then there is this energy of, and it's not divine masculine, guys. Don't think it's the divine masculine, it's the energy behind it. It's always an energy behind it. But as soon as you work on yourself and you change yourself, those energies will disappear. So that's why you see so much growth in the what is it? Yes, that's the wounded masculine. Yeah, exactly. It's the I don't want to call it toxic. You know, sometimes it's toxic, sometimes it's not being aware of it. But it's definitely the wounded masculine that starts to fight, you know. And a toxic masculine is when you are toxic yourself. You know, when they're both toxic and they both have wounds and they're playing those wounds out on each other, then you get the blame game. You know, then you get, yeah, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Yeah, this and this, you know, and then you keep on fighting. But if you go beyond that, if you go beyond that level, you know, you go to a higher frequency, and you know that everything is a karma that is playing out, then you know, then there is no, then there is nothing, you know. Then that's what I said with this card, with the card of the balance, that you balancing yourself out, and you don't have to um, take on what someone else says. You know, it's the projection or what they say to you. It's their projection, and when you react on that, that means then you have the same wounds, and then it becomes toxic. But if you work and work and work on yourself, then you know it's the wounded masculine that comes up, and that wants that validation and wants to be right. So that's what's going on. So thank you for addressing this, so Spirit can explain it for everybody who is watching. Okay, so that's how he sees the relationship. So what will support the divine feminine? Filling up her cups. She's filling up her cup with everything what she loves. You know, she's pouring in this full in this cup, and she let it overflow, you know, with creativity, with love, with joy, with laughter, with, you know, the things that she loves to do, you know. And you know, with her work, she loves her work. She loves her work. So everything what she loves and everything what she does, she fills up her cup with this. And then she, because that, you know, there's full of energy, she can share, and she can explore, and she can go and sending it out to the world. And she is celebrating life. She's celebrating life, how it should be, how it should be for everyone, you know. So for the divine feminine, what would support you is joy, celebration, work on yourself, have projects. You know, don't let your energy go to the divine masculine every time. You know, keep it to yourself. Get that energy back into your center and use that energy for yourself. By creativity, by reading books, by, you know, go out swimming in the night, you know, do things like that, what really makes your heart tick. And don't let yourself be distracted by other people, you know, get that energy back. Um, because everything what you get distracted, you know, by another person is taking away your energy, you know. And when you having full of it, when you're full of life, when you're having full of overflowing, and you make your life worthwhile by many projects in your life or creativity and everything that you love, you know, then your life starts to flow. And if you're in separation with your divine counterpart, you know, and that's out of experience. What I'm saying now is out of experience. When you constantly go there with your energy, what is he doing? What is, you know, what I'm alone here. What is he doing there? You know, when you go there, you know, you give it attention. And that's not the case. What you need to learn is, boom, keep your energy here. Don't go there. You're not living at that side. You're living here with you. And when you create that path for yourself, you know, you can allow people on, but you can say, okay, I'm jumping for a short period of time. I'm jumping on your path and see what your path is about. You know, are you walking your talk? You know, are you that person that you say that you are? And then you know, if it doesn't resonate with you, then step back on your path and move on. Okay? So there's a lot going on at the moment in the divine masculine and feminine's lives. And yeah, I think it's really, really amazing, because this is, up till now, it's a really amazing um, energy and reading, because I get so many downloads here, and channelings here from spirits to support us. But, you know, enjoy your life. That's what it's about. Okay, let's see. Um, well, let's get some other cards. Yep. What's going out? 2 cards. Oh, wow. For the divine masculine. Coming in, rushing in with communication towards the divine feminine. He wants to talk to her. And he comes in, but he wants to take it slow. You know, he will say, you know, beloved, you know, I want to talk to you. I want to express my feelings to you. I want to share my love with you. I want to give you, you know, what I want. And I want to take off my armor. I want to take off my armor because it's getting heavy. I'm fighting for so long. I'm fighting so much that it's, you know, I'm getting tired of it. So I want to take it slow. You know, I want to offer you a new life. I want to offer you the things that you really deserve, you know, because I also know that I harmed you. I also know I hurt you. And you know, I want to take it off. It's too heavy for me to carry now at this moment of time, because every time when I see you, my energy change. You know, I have a feeling of moving away, you know, of running away when I see you, because it's just because you stir up so many emotions within me. uh, or I want to attack you and I want to hurt you. and there are different scenarios going on. What I hear, uh, I'm getting conflicted, but I want to speak my truth, because when I'm speaking my emotions, when I'm opening my heart for you, and I'm wearing my armor because I was hurt so many times by you. You know, you weren't very kind to me. You know, if something went wrong, you attacked me constantly, verbally. You were attacking me, and that hurted me. You know, and that I want you. This is a whole channeling, guys. I want you from the divine masculine. I want you to let that all go, and I want to come in with my emotions, with my heart, that I can leave my armor off. You know, um, there aren't much people that can hurt me, but the only one who can hurt me is you. And you know, you hurted me so many times. You hurted me so deep in my core that I don't know if I can be vulnerable with you. I don't know if I can, you know, take off my armor, and I want to rush in and tell you how I feel, you know. But I want to take this relationship to a new level. I want to take it slow, and I want to give you everything, you know, what you deserve. Energy, what you deserve. That you know, you deserve my love, you deserve my kindness, you know, you deserve everything. um what I worked on the last years. So I want to take it slow. Okay, what is the universe saying about this, the higher self saying about this for the divine masculine? Go to your spirituality. Go to your spirituality. And the second card is leave behind what no longer serves you. You know, you did not only hurt the other person in your life. You know, you hurt yourself in the way hurting them, because it was you. You know, it was the other counterpart of you that was hurt. You know, you were hurt. And when you go in, you know this, you have the knowledge now, you have all the knowledge now to do this. So when you are hurting yourself, you're hurting someone else. When you're hurting someone else, you're hurting yourself. So get out as soon as possible as you can, to that, to this. Your soul is going back. Your soul is going back to calling you home. Your soul is calling you home. You know, home where your heart was, with your divine feminine, with spirit, where everything was okay. When you got divided from your path, you know, you let yourself seduced by, yeah, I hear by greed, by sexuality, by ego, by everything that, the illusion. I hear you got yourself trapped in the illusion, what life should be about, and you know, everybody else is doing it, so what the heck, you know. You found out the hard way, because the soul never lies. And um, the pure soul is always coming back home, you know, is always coming back and connecting with source again. And that's what's going on for the divine masculine, because you know, they, when you're in this awakening process and you're awakening, you can't leave, or you can't go back to the old. When you're waking up and you see what's going on in your life, you know, that the things that you're doing didn't work for you. um, yeah, your soul is calling you back to your heart. And that's, you know, your higher heart's connecting with your heart, your higher heart and your higher self connecting with each other. And then everything opens and you start awakening to the healing process, awakening to see what's going on in the world, because we kept asleep, you know. And that's what's going on. Well, this was the reading for this week. Oh, I will ask what will bring them together. What will bring the divine masculine and the divine feminine together? What will bring the divine masculine and the divine feminine together? What will bring the divine masculine and the divine feminine, whoops, together? Wow, wow, wow. It's too much. Well, maybe it's a whole message. Let's just take it. Let's just take it and make a whole message of it. Divine feminine walking away. She walks away from all, you know, empty cups. Everything what's toxic, everything what doesn't support her, everything that she sees, okay, you know, this is not my life. This is it's not hurting me. It's a different. What is it about? Oh, I hear traveling. She's going away. She's traveling. She's leaving everything behind, and she knows that she leaves emptiness behind her. She knows she's leaving emptiness behind her, you know, and that the divine masculine, everything which she's giving and giving and giving, you know, and she fills up somebody else's cup, and she's not receiving herself, you know. She needs to go on her own. She needs to go and connect with nature, with mother nature, to fill up her cups again. You know, she needs to travel, she needs to be alone, she needs to rejuvenate, because she gives, and you know, when there is no receiving back, you know, she has to go, and she connects with the moon, she connects with the sun, she connects with earth to rejuvenate herself again, and then, you know, give again. And that's the circle of her life. But also, she is not asking from anybody else to fill up her cups. You know, she does it herself, and she knows exactly how to fill up her cups. And that's why she is receiving so much after, you know, distancing herself from people that she gives to, and she gives to, and they take and take and take and take and take and take, you know. And then sometimes things are coming in when she gave so much, and then she feels, you know, oh, that's this card. Yeah, that she's betrayed, or people are stabbing her in the back, you know. Then she needs to retreat from those people, moving away from them, because they're toxic. There is no backup whatsoever from what she gave, and what she gave to them, and how far they came to just be stabbed in the back by them, taking from her, more energy, and lies, deceit, you know. That's not weird that she needs time for herself and leave it all behind. So that's what she does. She, they empty up her cups and then, stabbing her in the back afterwards. And she has enough of people like that. Those are toxic people. And if that's the divine feminine says, okay, you know, you're so toxic, I'm leaving you behind. I need to get out. I need to get out in nature. I need to connect with 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 my source, with the energies. Yes, I'm going through that dark period of time. Yes, I accept it. But if I'm coming out, all my cups will be filled. And you need to deal with God. You need to deal with source, because Goddess will be judging you uh, on the way that you deserve. So she leaves it all open. She let it all go. It's not, and then I also see people coming back and it's all about me, 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 me again. And it's done. It's done. And she is, then I see also, she didn't see it coming. She didn't see it coming. And that's the thing. That's the or she saw it coming, but she is not reciprocating on it. And this is also for the divine masculine. It's not just about the divine feminine. It's just the energy of the masculine and the feminine that they're going through, because there is, in this life, we need to learn. And life is a school. Life is a school. But when you're going beyond that dimension of the illusion of what life should be, when you are growing and you're going beyond that energy, then you're meeting these people, then that that's not for you anymore, because you're on a different level. And even if you're not on a different level and the ego is attached to it, that's it, the ego is attached to it, then you get hurt. And then you have a feeling that you get left out in the cold, and you're taking breadcrumbs from people, even if they did things for you and you give, and it's in balance, but if you feel out of balance, you have to work on yourself. Don't blame someone else or just want to have more from someone else. It's fill up your own cups. You came on this earth on your own. You're leaving on your own. In the meantime, you're meeting people, with the same wounds, with the same energy, but you are the one who needs to do it. You are the one to fill up your cups. You are the one who need to heal your wounds. You are the one that is standing for yourself, has to come up for yourself. And sometimes you don't have to do anything. You don't have to come up for yourself if you just don't accept what's been saying, So otherwise you're getting in this energy, the energy of, oh, I have 3 cups, but I need you to fill up that last cup. And when they don't, you'll be disappointed, because that last cup, what you expect, is not being filled. Don't have any expectations. Get real with yourself. Fill up your own cup, and do your work. It's not about somebody else has to give you. Yeah, it's good to what you saw before. You saw the divine masculine and the divine feminine balancing this out. They're on that journey of giving and receiving. thinking about each other. Okay, I see this, and it's reminding me of a person, you know, and I think, oh my gosh, I give it to that person because you're in my thought at that moment. That means that it has an emotional value from me towards that person. And if they're happy with it, my intuition was right. If they're not happy and can't um, receive it, that's not my problem. But I was thinking by myself like, oh my gosh, I'm giving. And when you're giving and you're giving, you're never in lack. You're never in that energy. You're never expecting someone else to fill up that cup for you. And then, and go to that space of joy, go to that space of joy. Um, and that's so beautiful when you're getting in that fire energy, and that Leo will help you. Leo time will help you to get in that fire energy, in the passion, in the moving forward, in the creation, um, in compassion also, but a lot of fire and a lot of sexual energy. There's a lot of sexual energy arousing now from the Leo season, because Leo is sexual, is fiery, is spontaneous. There's the sunshine and everything. Boom, is floating, and there is lots and lots of energy, maybe not showing, but this inner light within, that can be stirred up from a little flame to a huge fire in a millisecond. That's Leo, go for it. Yeah. And that's really that fire in Leo. And Divine Masculine knows this. Divine Masculine knows this. He saw her he saw her in her passion when dancing with her, passionate and compassion. That's what he sees. So that's really, really nice. Divine Feminine is not taking any breadcrumbs, because she has on her own, she has enough for herself. So she is not just taking, any breadcrumbs anymore. If you want to give to me, give it fully. If you just want to give me some attention, don't bother, because Divine Feminine is not here for attention. Divine Feminine is here for the whole run. She knows that she doesn't need the attention from the masculine, from anyone else, because she is giving enough loving and compassionate attention to herself, and it's for her, it's not about money. She says money is energy, and if I can, spend the money, I can spend the money. If I don't want to, I don't want to. And that's how the feminine thinks. You don't spend your money and your energy on things that don't work for you, or just sometimes you're waiting for a handout, waiting for the divine masculine or your twin flame to come towards you. If they're in separation, if you are in separation with your twin flame, and you're waiting for your twin flame to come back, and he just gives you a little bit of attention, one time a week, or a couple of hours, or, you know, no, I can do that myself. You know, I can have that. I can fill up those moments myself. I'm not waiting for for you giving me attention for a couple of hours. You know, that's not a relationship. That's a no. Well, I'm not going there, but that's a movement. You know, for attention. If you can't do it yourself and you're waiting for hands out from everyone, you know, then you're in this lack energy, in lack for yourself. You know, have your projects, have your creativity, have everything. You don't need a handout. You know, you don't need someone to. It's about giving pearls to the pigs. That's what they say. You're giving pearls to the pigs. Don't do that. You know, don't take it and don't give it. You know, that's the thing. So yeah, that's it. And because the divine feminine and divine masculine work so hard for this, you know, you both work hard. You're you have to endure a lot. You worked on your emotions. You had to keep everything going on in your workspace. You know, everything is affecting something when you're too much connected to your ego. You know, uh, yes, of course, you have to get in that game of playing the play game. They use it. You know, it's the third dimensional realm. Everything, the world is a game. You know, it's and how good are you playing the game? That's the ego. That's the illusion where they want you to believe in. And when you're going beyond that, you know, and you worked on all your chakras and you worked on all your life blockage, then, you know, you're growing beyond that. And you're growing and you're going to a fifth dimensional, fourth dimensional realm of abundance where there is no lack. There's just joy, harmony, fun, and there's a new time coming. It's the time of abundance. And the divine feminine is holding it in her hands because she has the secret. She has the secret of how to be there, how to get it in her life. You know, and sometimes when you're feeling blocked, you know, when you have a feeling you can't move on, and then there is a block, and that block needs healing. You know, if there is no flow between your masculine and your feminine, you know, and your masculine is moving away, or you are moving away because there is a block within the masculine energy and you feel that, and there is a block within the feminine energy for the masculine, he feels that, you have to separate, you have to move, and then you have to work on your and heal those emotions. Doesn't matter on what kind of level. If you need to go to someone to get support, or you do it yourself. Most of the time when you do it yourself, you don't see the blind spots, so you need to go to someone else for healing that can say, okay, I see this with you and I feel this with you. And if it resonates with you, it could be a past block that say, okay, I worked on that, but that is coming up to have the final stitch. That's what I say, the final stitch. And then when then is gone, wow, you can come together, and then you feel the energy flowing again. You know, then there is, those blocks are gone. It could be blocks of anxiety. It could be blocks of fear. It could be blocks of trust. It could be blocks of safety. It could be all those kinds. That's all combined within itself. And then there's this huge block that is growing and growing and growing. And then you need to go apart, and do the work on yourself. And that's the same when you work on your masculine side and your feminine side within yourself, because that's the beauty of it. Your masculine side is giving the answers to your feminine side, and just communicate with them, within yourself. Why are you fighting the divine feminine? Oh yes, she wants me to do this and this and this and this, and I don't want to do it. Those conversations within yourself is helping you to get yourself in balance. And why don't you want to do it? And why don't you step up that game? Yeah, because I'm tired of work. I have too much on my head. And then there is this nagging woman that is demanding things from me. And I'm doing my best. And I don't have any energy left because my workspace took all my attention and all my energy. And that's it. That's it. And then you're getting the answers. Then you say, and that's the same for the divine feminine. Why are you angry with your divine masculine? You're in this workspace. My masculine is in the workspace, and my child is lost. I can't find my child. You were home the whole day, and you left the door, or the masculine forget to close the door, and the child is running off. It's just a thing, metaphor. And then you're going, oh God, you're getting into panic because it's your job to watch the child, but you didn't. Then you start to blame your husband that left the door open. What the fuck? That's creating drama. That's toxic. That's, get out of that energy. Take your responsibility and say, oh my God, he left the door open. Now my child is gone. What a child wants to explore, just like if you look someone up, they want to look free. If you see an open door, that's a funny one, because when there's a door open somewhere, it's a human behavior and habit to look into an open door. If you're a child, and you run away, you want to explore more because there's the open, and I'm, oh, that's nice. I take a step, I take another step, I take another step. And then the mother's mind is like, oh, he's lost. He can't find his way home. No, the door is open to show you where your wounds are, that you're in panic and that you want support because you can't do it on your own. And that's the whole case. That's a small situation blowing out of proportion of a little emotion that is triggering you, because you don't have the control about someone else. And if you're losing this, if we're letting this go, then this whole situation will change. So, divine feminine, new beginnings, new starts, new emotions, detach. And she's calling everything into her world. She's calling in the divine masculine. She is calling in her life. She's taking charge of her life. She is taking energy of her life. She's saying, okay, I'm going with it. This is where I concentrate. Sorry, guys, I'm not giving any remarks. This is a general reading. I'm not taking out cards for one person. So if you want a reading, you can contact me in the description box below, and I can give you answer to your questions. I reduced my twin flame readings at the moment, so it's half price till September. So if you want to take that on, you're welcome. But this is how it is, taking your energy back, focusing on this energy, holding it with you, and attracting everything in your life, because you're going beyond the ego. You're going beyond what is in store for you, and you let it go by the universe. Go with the flow and trust. Go with that flow and trust. And when you go with that flow and you trust, then everything, all the abundance will come towards you. And it's not money wise, it's energy wise. And be grateful for that. Be grateful for your lessons. Be grateful for the period you went through. Be grateful for your pain. Embrace your pain and let it go. And work with your pain. Work with it, because the more you work with it, the stronger you get. And the stronger you get, it's the inner strength that, yeah, you can't be bothered by anything, because um, when something says to you, someone says something to you, and it really hurts you, then take time for yourself and work with that, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. One is taking longer than the other time, but work on it. Don't let it just pass by and think, oh, tomorrow it will be better, because it's not. It will return and return and return to you till you get the message, and the messages will be heavier and heavier. It's like going a little stone on your head, and if you don't do anything about it, you get a brick. And that's how life works, how the universe works for you. Okay, so this is my reading for this week. I thought it was an epic, amazing reading. This was really, really spot on. And well, it's just a guideline for you guys, even what I say. If you don't resonate with it, let it all go. If it does resonate with you and you say, oh, well, I can have something, I feel that, I can relate to that. And wow, I didn't know, you know, my job is done. It's just for you guys out there to guide you through your twin flame journey, as good as it gets, as good as possible. Where do you need to let go? Where is your attention going? And, know that there is always someone that walk the path with you. If it's not, uh, if it's not your twin flame, if it's not your soulmate, if it's uh, then it's the god, the goddess, God, whatever you call it, the universe, it's Allah, it's everything. It's all from the same source. So, yeah, I personally don't believe in religion, um, because there's always fighting about religion and wars. That creates wars. Religion creates wars. That's my personal opinion. Um, but go beyond that. It's everybody's right to believe in something. Um, but it's always to hang on. That's always hanging on to something, and the inner power is coming from within, and you're guided from your heart space. You're guided through your soul, but create the inner strength within, and don't rely on anything outside of yourself. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.